Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach, and today I wanted to have a bit of a chat about Sam Docherty. Really interesting fella to have a talk about because all pre-season we've locked him in. He's been bankable as any, almost in every single side. He's cheap for what he can do, 436k. He's averaged 114, 108 the last couple of seasons he played at AFL level. Of course, he's missed the last couple of seasons with severe injuries, but he was locked and loaded. Very confident, throw away the key. Then he plays one game, it's a little underwhelming. And you could just sense the shivers. Everyone's seen just the 19 touches, 69 SuperCoach points. Everyone's sort of gone, so how much is Dan Houston? Where's Lockie Weller at? How's Hunter Clark going? We're starting to get a little nervous and worrying about this fella. So I just wanted to discuss my thoughts on him. And don't get me wrong, I've had a few of these concerns too because I wanted just a little bit more. I feel like Docherty, the sort of bloke we know he can do, we didn't need too much convincing. We didn't need much, but we needed just a touch more than what we got. And all right, let's look at it from the positive angle. He's missed so much footy. It's just a practice game. He would have just entered that game saying, let's just get through it. Because don't forget, he was real good in their intra-club and really good in their pracky game. I think it was against Collingwood, like unofficial practice game. He's really good. And they're probably just going to say that no matter what. But, he did look like he was moving well and kicking the ball as good as he always did. In the actual game, we saw him just have the 19 disposals. Always interested to see the kick-ins. Brisbane only kicked 5 points. Docherty kicked in 4 of those occasions and played on 3 times. So, reasonable ratio. He's taken in the majority. Now, I must admit, I didn't see the game. I just saw some updates and saw the numbers. But from what I can gather, it wasn't his, best performance. And interestingly, a bloke who's as effective traditionally and damaging as Docherty, when he scores 79 AFL fantasy, normally means he's going to score a little bit more on the SuperCoach scoring system, but it wasn't the case. So, obviously, maybe didn't use the ball as well, but people who saw it would have been able to give a bit better of an account than that. But I reckon we just needed a touch more than what we got. Now, I guess from the other angle of concern is that can he get back to that level or can he get close? And yes, he's been out of the game for so long, but just as much of a concern for me is the development of Nick Newman and the fact that Cade Simpson is still around. There's 3 rebounding guys there. I think Docherty's still the main man. I mean, at his best, he's still the main man. But that is another little curveball to throw in there too, not to mention he's missed 2 years of footy. So where do I sit? He's still in my team and I'm holding the faith. But I tell you what, I'm super, super keen to see how he goes this weekend. Because it's gone from going, Doc's fine. He'll be right. To all of a sudden, I need to see something here. Like, I just need a little bit of encouragement here, Sam. You just got to convince me a touch. It might only have to be for 3 quarters. It might just have to be some glimpses or enough. It's not always about the numbers, but sometimes it's the role. Is he the main bloke out of the kick-ins? It seems like it. He's taken 4 out of 5. If a team has a poor day in front of the sticks, kicks 11 points, he might be taking 10 kick-ins. That's okay. Brisbane kicked accurately in that pracky game. Fair enough. But I think he got through the game. That's a tick. Let's see what he dishes up. I'm super keen to see. So don't pull the trigger just yet because this bloke is extremely good. And at that price, if he can even, like I've said previously, we don't need him to average 110. All we really need is him to average 98, 99. I think in our heads it'd be great if he could do the 3 figures. I think we all secretly hope for that. But realistically, 97 is fine. If you can pay 436 for a bloke, he averages high 90s, sweet, that's all good. But I think there'll be a lot of people starting to wonder, and I'm sure a lot of people are going Houston. They're looking at Lockie Well. They're looking at James Sicily, who's 509. They're taking a look at Ryan, who had a very good game at 520k. They'll be assessing a lot of options. Miller was good if they want to go cheaper. just hold fire. It's a practice game. His main objective would have been to just get through without any concern with the body. Hopefully, second up, he might take a bit more risk, really take the game on, throw himself into it a little bit harder. He would have been nervous, and it would have been tough coming back. The more games and the more game time he gets out there, the more he can release the shackles and play like the Docherty of old. So I still reckon he's worth pursuing. But if he dishes up another 70 this weekend, all of a sudden we'll be thinking, okay, this is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a real gut versus the head call here. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you thrown Docherty out of your sides? Let me know. I'll be back soon. Cheers.